Hey, how you doing today, Callie? I hope everything is well. Your people in a good place, and everybody staying off the streets. Sometimes we find ourselves in difficult situations, and the virus is around, and you need to take care of your kids. We are here just to make sure that we reach out to the community and let them know that the Green Believers and Whitey's Enterprise is here to help any way we can. We are part of the Lamb Reach Out program, and we try to make it our business to get in your business so you won't go astray and have no one to look out for you. Yes, we talk about cannabis and we talk about everything else that go along with it. But cannabis is everything to us. But your health and your safety mean more to us than anything. So again, we are here just to make sure that we can reach you and put you in a better situation than you was in yesterday. Right now, our food drive is not going on 52nd and Main because we cannot get the church to open up right now. But we are working on it so we can get back in program real soon. So again, if you ever have a problem and it's an emergency, you can still go down on 52nd and Main to our outreach program, and we could try to find something for you. Now,
Yeah, Whitey, we got a lot of resources available given this disaster situation that we find ourselves in with the coronavirus.
yes, yes.
So I just wanted to jump in and say hi, everybody. You're listening to the Green Believers podcast. It's Wednesday, right? I'm in quarantine, so I'm at home today, and I am safer at home. That's what I hear. The order is safer at home. So we do have a couple of the food places may not be available on 52nd and Main. If you email us, we've set up an emergency response system. So can I give that out, Whitey?
Please do, please.
The website is, and you can use this from your phone or anything. It's CRSSLA www. C like cat, R like run, S like Sam, S like Sam, LA.org. And if you go there, we have so many resources. You can find food. I just got an email today from a senior program, and they are willing to do shopping for people. So I'm going to post that up a little bit later. I haven't had a chance to do it today. But check that site daily. Write it down. That's where we're communicating to our grassroots, boots on the ground, the everyday men and women, boys and girls. We created that. It's a number of us, about 15 to 30 community nonprofits and churches in South LA. We've come together to bring all our little nickels to make a whole $5
A
and
whole five
make a
dollars.
difference. So, yep. So check that out. It's Crisla, CRSSLA.org, and we're growing by the minute. We just had Urban League get on board, just had USC come on and join us. We've already got the Brotherhood Crusade, the Watts Labor Community Action Committee. We've got the small organizations working in trauma prevention, Willowbrook, Westmont, Watts, and then just so many different churches and organizations. We've got community advocates that are helping, and, our gangster experts, we're going to be bringing them in to help with some of the security work. So it's a real community effort. It's been a pleasure to help. So let us know if you need groceries. There's going to be another food giveaway this Friday, the 27th.
Okay.
And they'll be giving it away over in Compton. But you can come across the lines. You don't have to live in Compton. That's just where we were able to get something open. because everybody has so many different schedules. We're under the stay-at-home order. They mean that. Stay at home. Pretty soon they're going to be asking y'all for your papers, for your driver's license. You're going to feel like we're in a little apartheid. So, this is a good time to practice. Stay home.
Stay home. But I wish I could stay
home.
home. I wish I had the opportunity just to stay home and not do anything. But there's so many people out in the streets need some assistance. And also, you can come on 3224 South Central, and we also have masks for you to purchase, so you guys can be safe with a mask around your face. We do have that on stock. Come by, pick you up some, and sure, we also have some gloves.
Yes, we're waiting on gloves, yep, and we're also going to have the personal protective clothing so that our volunteers, our subject experts, our security workers, basically, our first responders. There's a formal community, there's a government, and then there's the informal community and our folks that really keep things safe. And we've been kind of, holding the line that all that gets included in the system. So, yes, we're going to have those things. The masks should be in today. And then on Friday, we'll be able to start giving out whatever we have, and they'll be for sale as well in your store and other places. And we'll also be giving some away. And then we'll get the gloves, and they're going to bring the protective clothing. We're competing with everybody else around the world, frankly, that needs. This is a worldwide crisis. So. Yeah, we don't have the gloves yet. They're coming, though.
Okay, good enough. So basically, it's like we're gonna give everybody the tools that we have to stay safe, and we're gonna make everything in the store available to you right away. So it's like by 5 o'clock today, they should be in our stores, and we also is working on trying to get you guys some water down there also. Sometimes we find ourselves in bad situations, and we're trying to reach out to the community where they don't have to stand in those long lines and go buy this stuff. They can come to this little bitty stores. It's about 3 or 4 of them, and we can help you get a mask and some water and some infection oil on their hands and all that also, Cheryl.
Could you repeat that, please? What did you say? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
They also got that cleaner for the hands also, do they?
Oh, the hand sanitizers. Yes, we will. We don't have hand sanitizers right now. That's another supply that's like gold right now. But I hear that we're going to be kind of like making supplies out of things in a really creative way. So that will be coming on probably next week. It may not be as soon as people need it, but yeah, we'll be making some hand sanitizers, and we'll be able to pass those out and have some available in our stores. That's an incentive to get people to come down and spend money with our hemp stores, our CBD stores, as well as our legal cannabis stores, and this is through delivery. We're going to have delivery services available to help people get their medicine, and also if you need other basic emergency supplies, that's what Whitey and the community, they'll have that available, the water, the hand sanitizer, some gloves, some masks, and also you can come and get your medicine, get CBD. We want to stay healthy all the way around.
Yes, we do, because also it should be the 6th on 6th Street in Florence, on 6th Avenue in Florence, the 6th collection. They should be online also, where you guys could stop in there also and pick up you some CBD oil and the other accessories that you need through this little lockdown we on, because I understand that each person is gonna go through different kind of strains, and we just trying to be the best we can be for the community, because our doors is open, and the Homeland Security have gave us an opportunity to stay open to help everybody in the community out. So we working overtime to make sure that you guys have access to what you need. And also, we have a delivery service that's going on, and you can go to the website. Cheryl, do you have the website on hand that you can go to?
For the Go Verde for the delivery, I don't, but they can go to goverdeenterprise.com and they can see everything there. But I don't have the delivery site, but we will post it up to our site and we'll post it on our Instagram social media after today and send it out to our contacts and let everybody know. But those are the kinds of things that, we just wanted to let what in addition to getting the emergency materials, we also want people to visit our businesses and let us know, create the demand by asking for the delivery services. So we have to respond to that demand. That's the kind of thing that we're going to need for our cannabis businesses. Right now it's a tough time because it's tax season. We've got an extension until July. But if you're running a legal cannabis business right now, we're paying close to 34% in taxes. That's 34 cents on every dollar. And so, if we don't get some relief, that's not a sustainable business model in a legal system. So there's some real tough fork in the roads right now.
Okay.
Balancing and keeping those social equity businesses, keeping them solvent, keeping them healthy, really making these legacy businesses. That's the kind of stuff that we're going to be dealing with, Whitey. So we need people to come in. So we're offering this linkage for water and hand sanitizers, masks and gloves to get you guys in there. Put your eyeballs on our stuff, on our products, our brands, and help us grow them because we're going to need that.
Yeah, because right now we in a situation. But let me rephrase that. The city is in a situation that they don't know where to go for their product because everything is closed down. And the only thing we could do is reach out to everyone and give you guys an opportunity to take advantage of us because we're going to put ourselves on the line each and every day to make sure the community is safe and have the medicines they need and the other medicines they need. Because when you are not able to get the medicines to keep you calm and keep a whole lot of stress off of you, you start stressing in the wrong way. And we don't want this virus to do anything wrong to any of our people. We want this virus to be what it is, this a virus, to keep people in the house for a moment and hope it go away so we can be able to come back to the city and enjoy each other's company. And it's necessary for you guys to stay in the house. And if you need to come out for a moment and go back in. And if you need to make a telephone call to the Green Believers or to Go Verdict, we would deliver to you whatever you need if it's in our store. This is what we do every day of our lives. We try to find a way to make the world better in some kind of way. And soon we should be doing some security work for the homeless people in Los Angeles who's getting ready to find some shelters. They're getting ready to go downtown, pull everybody in, and put them in shelters. And the Green Believers and Whitey's Enterprise is in the middle of the mix to make sure that everybody stays protected at all times, because this really is a challenge to us also, because we just walked into this. When the mayor and all of them realized that they needed some help, they reached out to Cheryl and her team and said, can you guys come on board with us? So we are eager and happy that they made that choice to call on us, because we are part of the community. And again, we would never turn our backs on the community in any kind of way. So again, you need to find that phone number, that email address, that website. And if you do not have any food in your house, you need to pick up that phone and call them and ask them what day are they going to be there so they can accommodate you with some food and some water. This is a must for you guys. Make sure that you guys is responsible because you have children, and sometimes I understand our pride. We got a big pride, and we don't like begging from nobody. But this is not begging. This is making sure that everybody stay on the right page and do the right thing, and make sure that everybody is healthy at all times of their lives, especially the children, because the children is everything to us. And we want everybody to listen to us and tell each other. Reach out to another friend and say, if you don't have no food, get on this website, and they have some food down there in Compton. And the Compton Division will help you guys out. So it ain't too much I can say, but I have another guest in the house today. I got Anthony in here. He a social equity person. He getting ready to be in line, and we understand DCR is closed, but we are not stopping grinding to try to help our people be in a good position when they come off this virus campaign. Mm-hmm. So again, here go Anthony.
How y'all doing, man? My name's Anthony Suggs, social equity applicant, number 605 of the 802. Basically, yeah, I met Whitey going through this whole trial and tribulations of what's going on just with social equity right before this hit with the whole corona thing. So it was just wild, you know, to see the players and how this situation is coming to basically halt everything that's already been halted. We already was waiting for the audit. Now we waiting to hear everything open back up just to hear about an audit. So, you know, I got lucky enough to be able to get some resources together and get my own little business started and get a food truck business running up. But as you can see, this wasn't the best time to get everything popping off to get it cracking with food truck.
Hey, God don't have no dates for you.
Yep.
Well, you know what? Hey, Anthony, this is Cheryl.
Hey, Cheryl.
I'm on the line. Hi, I'm in quarantine. I'm safer at home. So I wish I could be there with you in person. But I just wanted to jump in. I wanted to offer a suggestion about the food trucks.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know, but through our crssla.org, we set up this emergency response team. And one of the things that they're looking for are food trucks to help do delivery. And they're going to be paying from public and private philanthropy donations. And those kind of folks in our community that operate a food truck. And, you know, you're not making any money because, you know, people can't congregate. That's a resource for you. So I will make that available. I didn't remember. I forgot that you had the food truck, but I can make that connect you with the people. Like, we're not doing it, but we're running all the updates, the resources. So I can connect you. So that's one of the things they're going to be doing is using the food trucks to participate, the food truck community to be a part of delivery.
So
and
basically
that could keep you going.
Dropping the food off at people's houses or staying in a location?
I'm not sure exactly because, like I said, I'm not running it, but I imagine it's probably going to be some of that dropping off at maybe hubs, like at churches, and then the individuals would go there, or either dropping it off at a community center, something like that, where it'll be like a hub for other people. I don't think they're going to use the food trucks for like door-to-door going to people's houses.
No, like, that's a big truck, but it'll still find a way to work. But yeah, if they go to churches, that'd be good. We can set up outside the church and just feed everybody there. They can have their little, praying and everybody be preaching, talking, having little meetings.
Yeah.
Well, unless they're letting us to, because they don't want people to congregate in more than 10s. So.
Well, like I said, what they're doing. So there's a guy. His name is Greg King. And he's leading up that effort. There's a lot of little committees, and his food truck and his business was located in the Crenshaw Mall. So he's there. He's a black guy, and he's heading up this committee of what they're calling themselves the food truck community.
Okay.
So what I need to do is connect you with them, and then they're going to make you more aware of all the details, like who's doing what and how.
Okay.
So I just wanted to say that I heard you talking about, as you were talking about your experience being economically impacted by this coronavirus.
If you want
It's
to know that,
happening,
yes.
Well,
yeah, it's
everybody.
happening to a lot of people. If you don't get the disease, that's been one of our messages that, even if you don't get the sick, what's happening in our community is making sure that we identify and bring relief as best we can to those that are economically impacted. A lot of our people are going to face that.
You know what's wrong about it to me, in my perspective, is like I got hit with a triple whammy. Like I just got out of prison. You already get $200 to try to survive. I was already meant to just die off from that. Was able to manifest a way to get in social equity and find a way to survive off that and get a job. Then from there, I was able to get a situation to get investment from the investor to get my own business started. So I got played with social equity when they didn't do it the right way, and they led us into this position after me getting out of prison and fighting to get that position, to get in that situation. Then I got played with social equity. Then I made it through that to get my own business started. Then I got the business started through everything that I had into that to go legal and go correct and go the route that they want us to go, and then get hit with the virus. So now it's like a triple struggle, like you in quicksand with semen on your feet and thrown into a ocean outside of that in a big old box. So it's like either way it goes, it's like they're trying to put the chains on it where you can't dig out of it. But like I told you, I've been talking to LA Times and the Food Edition, and the guy he's a pretty known on Instagram too, and he liked the story, and I'm like, this is gonna be a good story whether I sink or swim and make it. Like
Well,
either way it go.
Well, I'll tell you this much: you're not gonna sink at all because they put a program together just the other day where they're gonna compensate most people. Nah, I said that wrong. They're gonna compensate all the people who fill out this application to get your money for this virus.
Oh, the SBA loan?
Yes, they're gonna give you a stimulus package to put you together also.
Yeah.
Like me and my brother was talking the other day because they closed down all our tattoo stores.
Mm-hmm.
And all our tattoo stores have so much money we generate, and our supplies house generate a lot of money. But that right there is just a stoppage in life. And sometimes we got to go through those stoppages to understand what this life is really about.
Exactly.
And when you look at it clearly, you say, like, my health means everything, because without my health, I can't do nothing.
Exactly.
It's like when we walk in those jailhouses and the quarantines came and we was locked down and they gave us a shower every 4 days, but it was a quarantine.
Yeah.
But now we at home under quarantine, and we understand that white America, the rich of the richest, is mistreating their own people and everybody else. So the only thing we could do is sit back and play the game what they getting ready to lay down to us. They're going to tell us to fill out some paperwork and ask for some money. The same way American Airlines getting ready to ask for $50 billion. You got to put yourself in that position to ask for some money. Tell them, oh, my truck is this, and I need $100,000 or $200,000 to get back on my feet with my company, because you have a business. It's a small business.
Yeah.
So what you're doing right now is
Disaster
sitting back, paying attention, so you can take your next step.
So yeah, I went through that loan. I went through the SBA loan, and I did the LA micro loan through the LA mayor, and they asked for certain documents. Now the documents they asked for is your 2-year profit and loss. They asked for your business plan. They asked for your trajectory of how much you've made for your taxes, and the paperwork basically on who you are in your business. They run your credit, and they make sure they do a lot of different things to where these obstacles is not an easy obstacle for somebody that got out of prison to hurdle over. My credit, I had to work hard to get it to 650, and that to them is still not good enough. You still need like 680 to be qualified to be like, all right, you're okay owner. So to even be a business owner with 650 is not good enough. Then you got to have at least a year of operation worth of tax paperwork. I've been operating for 2 months. So it's like I've been just started. So I got to let them know, like, yo, I just got out right now.
So it's, at the end of the day, it's going to be simple.
Well, they're going to have, this is Cheryl again, there are on roads, there's bridges and a kind of little, like, one step up. You're not going to move up 2-3 steps, but you can move one stair up, being a startup. So one of the things that's going to unlock your innovation and hopefully inspire you to get past these roadblocks and barriers that keep popping up, because that part is life. Now, the specific stories of what kind of monsters we're facing right now, it's the coronavirus. But monster is what's always going to be going on. But back to the solution, one of the things they're going to be doing is having those gig worker, they call them micro businesses, and they're going to relax some of those rules. So there are some programs that are going to be available under business assistance that's going to require the 1 year being in business, a whole year, plus having time to have filed your first year taxes. Just because you've been in business for a year doesn't mean you've even had time to file those taxes.
Yeah, exactly.
So because technically the business taxes aren't even due yet, it's March. We're in the first quarter of the calendar year. So last year, technically, you might not even have it. So this is part of where Green Believers, where, you know, our sweet spot. We can educate and help you with that. So you can apply for one of those gig worker relief programs, and I'm exaggerating. That's not the exact name, but that's basically it, where the cash flow is $500 to only $20,000.
Yeah.
And that's like what they call a micro mini business. So if you're somewhere in that range where you don't have a year yet, you've just established yourself, the question, the burden of responsibility at that stage of your development. So think about it like a baby. You know, when you're 12, that's why you still got to follow your parents, even though you have a greater awareness. You're not 6. You're 12, you know, so you have a different awareness, and you kind of want to push out on your own. So it's like at that stage in your development, you need some help, because what you have to demonstrate is where was the harm. If your business is only 2-3 months old, we have to articulate where was the harm.
Yeah.
You're not old enough to have any harm yet. You get what I'm saying? So we'll have to describe potential revenue. They may or may not go for that. We'll have to vet all that out.
Yeah.
If you have actual revenue loss, If
So,
you,
like
if
with
you
the
actually
receipts and
lose
stuff
an
that I
employee
have.
or something, huh?
Like with the receipts, basically I got $15,000 worth of receipts in the last month of me spending on this business, and then I don't have $15,000 worth of profit coming back from what I've spent. So it's like basically I'm still in the negative.
Right, and so one of the things we'll talk about is if you spent $15,000 and you didn't make $15,000, we want to talk about that.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
You get what I'm saying? Because that's part of what Green Believers will show you. If you got $15,000 cash to spend, the thinking is I can only spend it on stuff that's got to make me some money. Otherwise, it's gambling, it's poker. You got to take a risk.
Mm-hmm.
It's 3-card Molly, you know. Same. It's the formula doesn't change. Where we can help you is making, you know, that it's how you make your decision on which risk to take.
Yeah.
Not impossible, Anthony. It's not impossible. And I'm taking you down this pathway because I believe you're talented enough that once you understand some of this science, right? We don't play with our money. So if you got 15 G's, it better make you 15 G's.
Yeah, and I seen it. No, the food truck business is very profitable. Our first day we ran like 900, and that was like right as the day that they started to declare the whole pandemic and all of that start cracking off. And then like after those days, it was 300, 200, 300, but it cost 100 to bring it out, basically with gas and all of that. So the profit margin is very good. It ain't like a problem with that. It's just I threw everything in knowing that if this didn't happen, I would have been able to rebound, and I seen the trajectory and already knew the numbers, so I wasn't really worried about it. But once this hit, it was like I'm in front of the biggest dispensary in LA. I'm sitting right there in front of 1,500 people a day, and they're not trying to come to the food truck because they hearing on the news, don't go mess with nothing on the streets, don't touch nothing. So they're just driving in and driving out. And I'm literally right outside of the parking lot when you pull out. So they got to see the food truck. Over 1,500 people a day for like a week worth of time. And then I start seeing it die down, and then they start tripping on parking and where you're at, and then it start getting too wild. And it's like for a new business, that's a little dangerous grounds to be running around taking risks, spending $120 a day to run out and try to build some money and you make $50, you know, so you're taking L's that day, you know, running around.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying because I've been taking all the tattoo place, but at the end of the day, I really feel that we still in good positions.
Oh yeah, I do. I really feel optimistic. I feel the stimulus package with just the family in general, and then with the small business, there's some kind of startup plan. There's somebody that's going to be eligible to be like, hey, here, you take this. There's somebody that's going to be out there and be like, hey, I know what you're projected to do. I see your trajectory, and I see what your business could have done if this didn't happen, and I'm willing to bet that it could be profitable, and I'll invest in it. So I didn't seen it, and I've been able to do it once, and it can happen again. It's just, this is where it's going to make people strong, and this is where the strong going to survive, and the weaker people going to fail. And I'm feeling like, I told Lucas with LA Times, like, this is entertaining to me. I'm like, I don't plan on failing, but either way it goes, this is what life is about. This is how you feel alive. If you ever got to the end of life and you felt like, all right, it's all about the end, and you feel about your regrets, you're going to feel like the opportunities you didn't take is going to be the ones that hurt you the most. It ain't going to be the hits, the shots, the stabs. It's going to be the things that you could have done that you didn't do. And me taking this risk and going all out with this throughout my life, I feel like I'm in a better position than if I would have just stayed safe and stayed off the back and then did a 9-to-5 and didn't go out, fight for my freedom or social equity. And I was just like, I'm going to just go get a job at McDonald's, and then got fired and waited on my work release and unemployment from the government and just rode off that. But this is way more better, and I feel like this is a good opportunity. So win, lose, or draw, I know I'm doing something for my community and my people, and I met some good people doing it. Whitey, you know, some good energy. Shuro, you know, letting me know that there's people out there that really care, and that's the goal of mine right there. So I feel comfortable with this, and I'm just going to ride it out.
Yeah, I tell everybody every day. That's so awesome. I tell everybody every day, life is a chance. And if you put yourself in a position, it will pay off. And right now, you done put yourself in the right position at the right time, because believe it or not, the stimulus package is going to take care of you like it's going to take care of me and my other businesses. Yeah. And everybody sometime take a look and say, it's not going to take care of me.
You got to have the right people.
Yeah, but the great thing about it is that if you don't ask, you won't get it.
And that's what I mean. You got to know the right people. It's like, if I didn't know you guys, and I wasn't talking to y'all, I was just at home stressing, waiting on this to happen, and I didn't know how to apply or how to look up and do certain things, I most likely wouldn't have got benefited from the program or the stimulus package, because I wouldn't have the knowledge or the awareness that you got to give me that information. So that's where it comes to knowing the right people, because there's businesses out there that's going to fail because they don't know who to go to, and they just not going to know what to submit. They're not going to know what to get, and they probably been in business for 3 years. They got everything they need. They just don't know where to get the tax stuff. They lazy. They don't know where to do this or that. They just hoping they go get a check in the mail, and it don't come, and then it's just like a problem. And then they're like, I could have just been around the right energy of people to show me the things I needed to do and got it done, and then everything would have been all right from the get-go.
Yeah. So me and Cheryl looking every day how to make everybody around us better and keep that good spirit, because bad energy don't really exist in the Green Believers and Whitey's Enterprise. We just don't understand that part of it. Cheryl's just staying at home because she's being cautious, but I'm on the front line going to fight this thing all the way, and she's going to do that office duty, what she's been doing as a processor. So she's going to process everything for the people, and I'm going to deliver whatever I got to deliver out here in these streets, because I'm a street dude, and I got to be close to the streets. And I got to help everybody I can help.
Don't be trying to clown me, Whitey.
I'm not trying to clown you. You the boss.
He want to try to clown me.
He said, she not here. Let me get a couple jabs in.
I'm going to be the girl right now. This is a good time for me to hide out and be the girl. Yeah, he's trying to clown me.
No. Who the boss? Who the boss? Is you still the boss? Are you still the boss?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm grateful. Thank you, sir.
So you just send me to do my job, right? So public understand one thing about Miss Branch. She's going to give her orders, and I'm going to obey those orders and do my job no matter how it looked. And she can say however she want to say it and make it real cute, like I'm really trying to take advantage of her. But in other words, you know, she just giving me a mission and telling me to complete it, so everything will be all right.
Guest joined us today, Whitey.
Huh?
We have Rico from the Suave Life, and we also have Anthony here, one of our Tier 1 candidates.
Man, Rico?
Rico, are you there?
What's happening? Yes, I'm
I know Rico wasn't in the cut.
I feel pleasure.
And he was not talking and knowing what's up.
God.
Don't ever start rapping on here, man.
Oh,
Start with
God.
me,
Hey, we
Rico.
can do it.
Don't
we
play,
can do
Rico.
it.
We got good energy over here, man. I'm vibing out right now. I'm
Yo.
feeling good. This package bill just passed. I'm about to hope that I can do it and last. What you doing, bro? What's the deal? How you been?
Hey, 100%. I got up on this call and y'all already knew what I meant.
Oh,
but
man,
for real,
exactly.
hey, before we even get into it, man, like this is why I love y'all, Cheryl and Whitey. Before I even got on, I was waiting and just hearing on one end the inspiration and the beauty of what you do, Cheryl. And when I was on the call yesterday, just that's the information people need, period. And for them to have a reliable source for that, to go out like nothing but salute what y'all are doing. And then like a couple milliseconds later, Whitey had me laughing my ass off. So that was all about great energy, making sure our people are in the right place, and that's about group accountability, especially in times like this. We as a people are much stronger together, and that's how we get through shit. So I apologize me swearing already. I don't even know if I'm allowed to.
I didn't even hear you.
Before that words.
I didn't even hear you. I didn't even hear you. No.
I don't know what you're talking
But
about.
Rico, how you been?
Man, I've been good. I'm blessed. The event industry is just on its head, but me having a baby, my wife is due in less than 2 weeks. I had already started to transition my business onto a lot of stuff on the virtual end. So just by chance, I was in a good position when we started the transition over, and I'm all right. I'm all right right now. So I'm good. Trying to get people's voices out there. Me and my boy Anthony on the call right now. My boy Antidote. We've been on the phone a few times, just trying to get my partners on. Use my platform because it's even much more powerful online. The messages we can get out, and we can get out to a much broader audience as well. Hey, I really think it's an awesome time what you guys are doing with the podcast, what I'm trying to build over on my end, just producing content, getting people on whether it's Instagram Live, whether it's on YouTube or whatever platform. I'm getting all my homeboys and my homegirls out there, getting their voices out there and to a much broader audience, and it's working.
I hear you
because I'm good, man.
I hear you.
How
baby.
are you guys?
Well,
I love that call yesterday. That was fantastic.
So we try to flip it. We try to flip it a little bit this year. The virus came and knocked on the door. We like, go away, virus. We ain't tripping you. But the podcast is interconnected with YouTube now. You can find us live every Wednesday at 2:00. And we trying. No, I said that wrong because I don't understand what trying means. We are getting ready to make another move where we're gonna have a roundtable discussion at our office on YouTube. So you're gonna be able to have that discussion with us, sit in the office, and be with some of the players from the streets that you haven't met, but who can give you a whole lot of information on the next moves that you didn't know you was getting ready to make. Because this is what we do. We try to be outside that box because we're not in the box because we don't have license. We only want people to get licensed. And this CBD thing, we really into it. We trying to make sure that we hooked up with all of you guys and take you guys down this journey with us, so you guys could never say that you guys were left out by the Green Believers and Whitey's Enterprise. We want everybody, everybody on board. And right now we opened up a few stores. The store on 33rd. It's 2 stores on 33rd. They open. They ready to go. They got CBDs, whatever you want, we can get it. And Cheryl, she's amazing. She got some tea, CBD. Oh, it's outstanding. And the people should pay attention. Go to the Green Believers website, and you guys will see some products on there that you guys will like and appreciate. So that's why I sat here with you brothers, because I know you guys is in the game to win this game. Because they try to close you guys out for so long. And we refuse to
Yeah,
let
Yeah,
you
we're
guys
gonna
be
keep
closed.
working on it. We're
Appreciate
gonna keep working, and I will also. This is Cheryl again. I'm at home. I'm safe at home, calling in. So thank you. I will post up. I'm gonna post up these resources for everybody and remind everybody the emergency response address is crssla.org. crssla.org, CRISLA, CRSSLA.org. That's where all the emergency response, reports and updates. We are making it our business to do all the research and be that one-stop shop for our social equity cannabis community because you guys are that important to us, and we know you just don't have time to do that. And so we're doing that for you. I was on a call earlier today and learned about 2 new resources that they're putting together for the everyday gig community. The mayor even set aside some additional funds. So I will be putting that up. And we're going to have another call tonight. I'm going to do another Zoom meeting. We got such a positive response that my subject experts are going to come back at 6 o'clock again tonight, and we'll do it digitally 6 to 8 and give out the information on, what's happening in cannabis businesses, where you can go for help, how to spend your stimulus money, how to apply, because they're relaxing the rules. Make sure we give you some reliable people to go to. Besides, Green Believers is there, but there's also many other groups that we trust, and we want to put up our trusted list and then help to promote our social equity brands. If they go support Anthony's food truck, if we, 20 of us, submit an email to the mayor's office that we want him in the food truck program, then we're helping to support our social equity brands. And Rico, with your new virtual community coming online and us all working together, that's how we're going to get the word out about our brands, just using that method and making sure that everybody knows how to work together. So we've got a shot, to rebuild after this emergency is over. We'll be able to. This new normal is going to be sustainable. They're going to move, I believe, some of our financing will eventually move. We're going to see some changes at the federal level because they're going to have to make the federal compromise now about cannabis because the financial costs are going to be greater. They're going to have to weigh that in. So I'm thinking the scales are going to tip a little, and we need to be ready. We need to be the market first, getting our delivery services and all our brands out there. That's where we're headed.
Okay.
So I'm really excited to have you guys there, and I'm super motivated. And Anthony, you just plug into us as you need to keep you motivated because ain't no stopping us now. We coming.
Tell them again.
Yeah.
Hey,
No
Rico.
stopping us now.
Hey, Rico, listen to this, man. Grab a hold of this and pay attention. They getting ready to transfer a whole lot of currency into cryptocurrency. So you guys really got to get back on your job and pay attention what they getting trying to do.
That Bitcoin?
It's Bitcoin, but it's Ripple. It's a whole lot of different companies
XRP.
that have all these kind of coins. And you guys got to stay in the game. Don't miss it. Because you miss it, it's gonna be like you miss it.
I just watched it drop 3,000, and I know it's about to shoot up, and I know I already see what's
Oh
happening.
no! Don't go there yet.
Something crazy.
Don't go there yet. It's gonna drop again. It's just you're gonna have a stimulus right now.
Yep.
But the world is in a crisis, and when the world in a crisis, they can add a whole lot of money to the economy.
Yeah.
But in 2 months or 2 weeks, it'll drop again because the whole world is not balanced. We just in America, we just greedy. And we think that everything is ours.
Yeah.
But the world really dictate on how everything works. We just the most spoiled people in the world. So everybody pay attention to what they trying to do up there, so you guys don't put your money in the wrong place.
Yeah, exactly. That's right.
All right, we got I want to learn a little bit more about that because I was actually in cryptocurrency right when I was leaving finance and coming into the entire cannabis world, and I got out on purpose. I missed a huge run up, and I also missed the crash. But me being in when I was in finance during the last crash, like that was my biggest mistake, and I saw it ride the whole way up. And what our people really need to do this round is we got to invest. When the chips are down, you got to invest. You got to find ways to invest in the community, borrow money, to do whatever you can to invest, because these melanin deficient people, they you better believe they're going to be doubling, tripling, quadrupling down, because they will not let it fail. They just pumped $2 trillion into the market or into the economy to make sure it doesn't fail. So when we have these rough times, these tough times, it's best to come together and rise together too. And Anthony, while you out there, man, who was at the launch, the first one there? Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, bro.
That's right.
Hey, listen,
That's
bro.
right.
Listen, it's a young lady named
right.
it's a young lady named Michelle Renee. She's deep in the cryptocurrency game. She's real deep in it, and she just left Switzerland about a month and a half ago. And you can follow her. I'm send this line to Cheryl, and Cheryl gonna send it to you. And she a friend of mine, and she's deep in it.
Man, I done lost so much money in crypto. I know
Oh
it in and out.
yeah, I just wanted to say, Rico, I totally agree with you, and I think our opportunity is that where I'm ready to celebrate, because I think that we spent the last year uniting and growing together, and those that are like-minded, the like-minded people, we're together.
Yeah.
And I think that I had to shift my energy to that at the top of the year, that, I don't need to keep saying that if we do this. We are together. We have enough people now to make a thriving company.
Yep.
So now it's unite, grow, celebrate, right? So now we can celebrate that we overcame that, and now we can start putting our deals together. We can start drilling down and creating our affiliate partnership agreements, and how we're going to create our cannabis enterprise at the social equity business level. We understand the tax implications, the regulations. There's so many. And so now we need to be having some whiteboard and room sessions, like how do we create that deal between all of us so we share some of those costs.
Yes.
How do we create the double bites at the apple, so I still have my stuff when I came to the table with some stuff? I wasn't homeless and hungry. I have to tell people that. Like, you didn't find me homeless. I had some shit when I came in. I intend to leave with the shit I came with.
Shit.
Right? But we're building
Say it again,
something
sis.
together. We're building something together, right? And so how do we make that a business model, guys?
So
That's what the Green Believers is seeking to do. We want to curate that genius right there. That's the genius, is pulling that together.
Yeah.
So I think that's our challenge for 2020, even with the coronavirus.
yeah, but the whole
We
thing
are
about
an
it.
essential service.
Yes,
we
we are.
got declared an essential service. Come on now, y'all.
Hey,
It's
Rico.
opportunity.
Hey, Rico.
That's we got right. So
Rico,
it's
we're not gonna
just
let
for the
them. We're
best
not gonna
of
let
us.
them close the door on that other field, that hemp field. We got to be in that field also. We got to be in all
100%.
these fields, man. And
100%.
as close as we are to each other, all the hate that they try to put in the mix where we supposed to not like each other or care for each other, that's a myth. All we got to do is do our job and help each other out, and we will grow so much together. Just have a little trust.
Exactly.
Just a little trust.
Right.
If you don't trust nobody, trust me, because I'm not going to do nothing bad to hurt anybody at none of these tables who have associations with me. And if I see somebody doing something wrong to somebody at the table, I'm going to pull them to the side and inform them. It don't get down. We don't get down like that. So like Cheryl said, she brought something to the table. I brought something to the table. You brought something to the table. Anthony brought something to the table. We brought our souls and our hearts and our understanding and our mind to work together to be something special. Life is a challenge, and we here up for this challenge right now. So let's don't close the door right now. Let's stick with this.
Right, and it's no better time. everybody right now is a little beat up, and it's about time that everybody can focus on what their strengths are and bring those to the table. Like, leave your weaknesses behind, bring your strengths to the table. Let's all eat. That's how it should be. That's how it should be. Let's build this. Let's build it from the bottom up. And there's probably going to be a little bit more pain in the meantime, but it's the best time to just hunker down and sharpen your skills.
Oh yeah.
Sharpen the hell out of those skills and get with the right people with the right energy, and it'll build you up. But also, that'll be honest with you. That's the biggest thing I feel like our people need to do better at, is being honest yet respectful at the same time. Right? If I'm doing something that is not productive, is not really moving the needle forward, yet everybody's telling me, "Oh yeah, that's dope. Yeah, that's dope." Like, nah, that's not respectful. That's disrespectful to me. If you see me messing up, you see me doing something I should be ahead of, or you have some kind of tip, whatever it is, like, that's not how we get better. And if you call yourself a brother, you call yourself a sister, you call yourself a true friend, like, true friends call that shit out. And I really think that it's times like this we need to just be honest with each other in a respectful way, but be honest with each other and help each other get better, because it hasn't been helping us. You know, and that's why people, that's why we don't have a lot of that, what Whitey was saying, we don't have a lot of that trust between each other, because we be telling each other like shit that ain't true, like, all the time. Right? Like, why would you trust somebody else that doesn't look like us, just because they have a quote unquote well-established institution? Like, Wells Fargo been ripping off people, especially people of color, for decades, yet we continue to let them do what they do because they're a trusted name, they're a trusted institution. The American government does the same thing. They're trusted name, trusted institution. But when we see our own people doing their thing, trying to grind, trying to come up, we don't buy their food. We don't go and visit their places of work. We don't support their businesses. Why? I'll see how you do. When you do better, I'm gonna come back and take care of you. It's like, nah, man, that's not how it is. That's not how we grow. And we need to be on the other side of the equation, because we actually care about what we do. I think that's one thing I could say so proudly about my people, about my black people, is that we have pride in what we do, even if it's the smallest thing. You see a brother out on the corner trying to sell CDs, even though we ain't got CDs. So most cars ain't got a CD player in them no more. That's an opportunity for that respectful advice.
Yes.
Hey, bro, like, show me some MP3s. I'll buy that.
Yeah. So here we are.
Wow.
Like something as little as that. It's uplifting and it's community building at the same time. But at the same time, you're not letting somebody fail just because they're misguided in their hustle. You got to respect the hustle and give them some game, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Well, we're counting on you, Rico, because we're at the top of our hour-long
top
show.
of the order.
I'm just so grateful to have you and Anthony. But, I mean, we're counting on your generation, Anthony's generation. You all's brand of leadership is going to take us to that next level. That's why Whitey and I are here with you guys, that it's an opportunity to go to the next level. I want to argue about some billions. I just want to put that on the table. And now, lately, as of this deal, some trillions. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey.
Let's talk about it. I'm ready to,
We're about to have that
this is
conversation.
exciting. The Green Believers. Let me just give out our site, and I'm going to let Whitey and then wrap it up. We're in our last 3 minutes. The emergency, the community response system for South LA, CRSSLA.org. That's where all the updates on the health, resources, family, children, and if there's something you don't see there, go to the section to contact us and let us know, and we can fix that. And then stay in touch at thegreenbelievers.com. We will be having our Zoom meetings to educate, engage, inform. And I'm looking forward to working with Rico. He's going to be our events manager. And
Okay,
we
okay.
are
Rico.
gonna be visiting Anthony's track soon.
Hey,
Hey.
and that's
It's about to be
Antidote
cracking,
Eats.
y'all. It's about to be
Antidote.eats at
cracking.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay, Rico, I thank you guys for coming on. Anthony, I thank you for coming on.
Thank you, Whitey.
Thanks for
And
having me.
to the public, once again, I'm on 3224 South Central Avenue. You can come and get your mask. You can come and get your cream. You can come and get your gloves. We do sell them down there. Come down, and we do delivery. All you got to do is give us a call. Cheryl going to put you online today on the Zoom, and we're going to have everything you guys need. And this everything about cannabis. Thank you for coming. I will see you next Wednesday.
You know.
Peace out.
Love it.
Have a good one, Cheryl, baby.
All right, Cheryl.
Thank you.
All right,
You
Rico.
all do the same. Be safe, my brothers. I love you guys.
All right, peace.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
All right,
Anthony
Rico. Give me a
and,
call, Rico.
Yeah.
Rico.
Rico, you got my number.
Yeah,
Give me a
good.
call.
Yeah. Are you free this evening? I'm gonna give you a call this evening.
Good. All right, good
Call,
enough.
This evening.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, for sure.
All right.
You too, Anthony. Let's get on the mic.
You guys see what kind of production team I gotta have? Holla. The Green Believers podcast, everything you need to know. We are on At Home Safe. Hope you are too.